Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Great morning, great morning, great morning. Y'all, what a great night of boxing. How it ended anyway. Give y'all a minute to get up in the building. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Freedom Marchers, Freedom Family, Freedom Lovers, and Freedom Fighters. It's your boy, Snapzilla Gorilla, a.k.a. The Definition, a.k.a. Snap Turtle, a.k.a. Tyrant's Bane. You know what I mean? Coming at y'all with this live stream Sunday morning. And we're going to get into this. We're going to get into it. How y'all doing? Quite a few people live right now. You know what I'm saying? Talking about this fight. I'm going to get mine in, you know what I mean? I'm not going to wait. I was going to wait, but I'm going to just do it right now. It's okay. You guys can. People can watch the replay. It's all good. It's all gravy. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh-wee. Now, I did not buy this fight. I did not purchase this fight. I did not watch the fight last night. I went to bed at like 10 o'clock in the morning, got up early, did some work, and then now I'm hitting the road. But while I was working, I watched the fight for free the very next day. The very next day, it was available for me to watch to the free. And yeah, I watched the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? And I had the ability to rewind, go back. And look, Minded Man Samusa, how you doing this morning, brother? Yes, freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. What it do, what it do. Yeah, so let me tell y'all, man. I watched that fight this morning. And Lamont Roach looked pretty damn good. Lamont Roach looked pretty damn good. Tonka Davis looked like ass. He looked like washed over ass. He looked like prolapsed ass. Okay? Tonka Davis looked like prolapsed ass last night. Yeah, he did. I don't know. He was gun shy. You know what I'm saying? And Lamont Roach was not intimidated. Lamont Roach had zero fear. He was fully confident. He was walking Tonka truck down. Turned Tonka truck into Tonka Twuck. He turned Tonka truck into Tonka Twuck. Walked his ass down. What good, Jaker World or whatever. Tonka truck got walked down. He got turned into a Tonka Twuck. You understand what I'm talking about? You know, he turned it up in a couple rounds. I gave Tonka Davis 3 rounds at the most. 3 rounds, that's it. 3 rounds at the most. 3 to 9. You understand what I'm talking about? He did not look good. The bottom line is, Lamont Roach walked him down. He was the effective aggressor. He landed more shots, right? He landed more shots. Now, the commentators tried to tell y'all that Tonka Truck landed more power shots. That is a bold-faced lie. What happened was Tonka Truck landed a lot of power shots to the glove. Now, he did land some power shots. Yes way. Yes way, Jaker. Yes way. Now, he landed some good power shots. I ain't gonna lie about that. Landed some good combinations in a few rounds, but it wasn't enough. Lamont Roach ate them shits. Lamont Roach ate them shits like it was nothing. Lamont Roach walked through Tonka Davis and put the Beast by Dre on his ass. Lamont Roach walked through Tonka Davis shots. He ate them shits. You know what I'm saying? He probably looked like he got hurt once or twice. Tonka Twuck got hurt multiple times. Now, Tonka Truck tried to box, tried to, do some lateral movement, tried to do this. Lamont Roach was cutting the ring off. Lamont Roach cut the ring off with his feet, cut the ring off with, some right hooks and some left hooks. He did a great job against Tonka Davis. He exposed him. Tonka Truck put a lot of steam on those punches, and it did nothing, right? It didn't do enough. And Lamont Roach, his power shots were more effective. Now, they both did some work to the body, right? Lamont Roach was very effective to the body. He went down. He changed levels, right? He landed some combinations to the body, came up, you know what I'm saying, with some uppercuts, with some right hooks, with some left hooks. That left hook of Lamont Roach was nasty. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Tonka Truck, I can't really articulate what did he do. I mean, he landed some good 3-4 shot combinations. He hit a lot of shit on the gloves, a lot of pawing jabs. To me, it seemed like he could not figure out the range. He couldn't figure his range out. That's what it looked like to me, because Lamont Roach looked bigger and he was walking Tonka Truck down, and he was not very effective on the back foot. Tonka Truck was not very effective on the back foot, and Lamont Roach exploited and capitalized on that. And not only that, Lamont Roach changed shit up. He did not spam any combinations. He didn't spam any punches. He picked his shots. And when he did throw combinations, they were different combinations. He gave him a different look. This is what Lamont Roach did. He was the effective aggressor. He had the harder, cleaner punches. He had better defense. Lamont Roach's defense was pretty damn good, y'all. Like, his defense was great. He shoulder rolled when he needed to. He used the high guard when he needed to. You know what I'm saying? When he took shots to the body from the high guard, he switched to the Philly shell, which is listen, a Philly shell against a southpaw and you're orthodox is very difficult to pull off, right? Because you're not getting that right hand. You know, that right hand, you're getting that left hand, right? You're getting that straight left from the back instead of the right hand. But he was able to use it. He was able to use that that Philly shell effectively when he needed to, and he went high guard when he needed to. Lamont Roach did a great job. Tonka Truck could not adjust. He made zero adjustments. He made zero adjustments. Tonka Truck Davis, zero adjustments. He kept getting cut off. He kept doing this. He kept doing that. And when he tried to explode on the inside, Lamont Roach was able to turn him. Was able to cover real well. Was able to use his defense. And listen, let me tell you all this as well. When Lamont Roach came inside, when Lamont Roach rushed Tonka Truck, he did a lot of holding too. Tonka Truck did a lot of clinching, a lot of holding, a lot of rabbit punches from both guys. Lamont Roach was able to really take advantage of the clinch and just, sneak in some body shots against Tonka Truck. Lamont Roach played it smart in there. He fought very smart. But Tonka Truck held a lot, y'all. Tonka Truck Davis did a lot of holding. Tonka Truck Davis held and held and held and held like it was nobody's business. Tonka Truck Davis was trying to do the moringa with this motherfucker. Not even that. He was trying to do the what's that forbidden dance? The La Bamba? The goddamn salsa. This nigga was trying to salsa with Lamont Roach. He was holding like a motherfucker. I was like, where is the clinch counter that they used against Devin Haney when he fought Kambosos? Where Isaac Evans was good. How you doing this morning? Where is the clinch counter? Where is the hold counter? Because when Devin Haney fought Kambosos the first time, they invented the clinch counter as a stat. Let's come up with the clinch counter. This nigga held so much. I thought this motherfucker was trying to fight. I thought it was a Muay Thai match. And let me tell y'all something. This nigga channeled Mike Tyson. Real shit. Tonka Truck Davis channeled Mike Tyson and tried to bite this nigga in the neck. This nigga thought he was a vampire. This nigga thought he was Dracula. Tonka Truck Davis tried to bite this nigga in the jugular. Tried to bite Lamont Roach. Or give him a hickey, whichever one. I mean, this shit was the wildest. This was the wildest shit I ever seen in my life. This nigga Tonka Truck did not know how to adjust. He could not figure out Lamont Roach. So he tried to bite him in the clinch. This nigga tried to bite him in the clinch. And he also shoulder checked this nigga. He tried to channel Mike Tyson and Conor McGregor in the same night. This nigga, he had Lamont Roach in the clinch, and he tried to shoulder check this nigga. No, he did shoulder check him. Shoulder checked him, did not get a point taken. That should have been a point taken immediately. You don't get no warning for that. You shoulder check a motherfucker, you headbutt a motherfucker deliberately. Tonka Davis is a sucker MC. He tried to bite Lamont Roach. He brought his ass up from 130. Brought him up from 130, tried to cherry pick him, and found out it was a poisonous cherry. Yeah. It was a cherry pick going wrong. The antics last night in that ring was wild and insidious. It was a lot of insidious shit going on in that ring. From the ref, from Tonka Truck. The ref was protecting the shit out of Tonka Truck, and when the ref was not protecting him enough, Tonka Truck was whining and bitching. You know what? He said he was better than Floyd Mayweather. Oh yeah, you is. You better than Floyd Mayweather at crying and bitching at the ref. Yes, you are. This nigga tried to get a low blow. Nigga, Lamont Roach landed a right hook to the body on the belt line, and Tonka Truck tried to say it was a low blow. Fool, if you don't get your ass and fight, Tonka Truck got exposed, y'all. Tonka Truck got exposed. He had his ass up. He got hurt multiple times. That pull counter by Lamont Roach was a masterpiece. Hurt Tonka Truck multiple times. He was able to get that outside foot position, pull counter, and send Tonka Truck ass back. And then one time in the 9th round, he made Tonka Truck take a knee. It was a delayed take a knee, like with Ryan Garcia when Tonka Truck landed that vicious body shot on Ryan Garcia. Yeah, it was that type of delay. But this, listen, what I think happened was he got buzzed by that, lost his legs for a second, right? It was like, oh shit, lost his legs, took a knee, told the ran to the corner, and told them to wipe the grease out his eye. Realize even you couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to give the commentary, boy. Let me tell you. This fool went to the corner and said he had hair grease in his eye. Nah, it wasn't hair grease. It was your eyelashes, nigga. You misglued your eyelashes, nigga. Yeah, the eyelashes was coming off. Lamont Roach knocked the eyelash off your eye, fool. That's what had happened. See, what had happened was his eyelash was slipping. Lamont Roach gave that smooth pull counter right hand and knocked the eyelash in your eye. And you had to go to the corner and you had to have them reglue that shit. Now, here's the thing. In the rules of boxing, you're not allowed to take a timeout. You can't pause in the middle. You can't initiate a pause. You can't initiate a pause in the middle of a round. The referee has to do that for whatever reason. You cannot just simply take a knee and go and get a timeout. Lamont Roach got cheated. Lamont Roach got robbed, y'all. That should have been a 10-8 round at the very least. All right? Lamont Roach made this fool take a knee, and that should have been, that round should have been given to Lamont Roach, y'all. It should have been a unanimous decision victory for Lamont Roach. He got robbed. For sure. Lamont Roach got robbed. Tonka Davis eyelashes came loose. His hair grease was flying. Ethan Boca says triple whopper. Yeah, he got triple whoppered. Exactly. It was a triple whopper. It was a hat trick. Tonka Truck tried to bite this nigga. Tonka Truck shoulder checked this fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, those are multiple points. Those are multiple points that should have been taken from Tonka Truck Davis. This man, and listen, when Tonka Truck tried to bite this fool, the commentators almost brought it up, right? They were like, oh, look, he's cheating. And then they stopped. They did not want to bring up that Tonka Truck tried to bite this nigga. But somebody eventually said that he tried to channel Mike Tyson. Oh, he pulling a Mike Tyson. But he didn't say he tried to bite him. He was real slick with it. But he couldn't help himself but to bring up Mike Tyson. Tonka Truck Davis, my goodness. Lamont Roach, listen, congratulations to you, brother, because Lamont Roach, you pulled that out, bro. Like, you pulled that out. You made it look really good. You made it look real good, man. Lamont Roach did a great job, y'all. Now, they're going to try to downplay it. I've heard the excuses. I heard about the grease in the eye. I heard about, oh, I didn't know what round it was. I didn't know what round it was. Well, guess what? Right? We're going to call this nigga Grease Lightning. Hey, yo, mind the man Samusa. Tank Grease Lightning Davis. I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes, I'm gonna cycle between Grease Lightning Davis and Tonka Truck. Let me tell y'all, man. This man, listen, he didn't know what round it was. He had to get the grease out his eye. Man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Lamont Roach is the WBA champion at 135 pounds. Period. Lamont Roach is the WBA champion at 135. He should campaign at 135 because he is extremely comfortable at 135. This man was not weight drained at all. His neck was thick than a motherfucker. His traps were thick than a motherfucker. He was a little bigger. He was bigger than Tonka Truck Davis. And I'm not talking about height-wise. He's supposedly 2 inches taller. I think they're about the same height. I think Lamont Roach might have an inch on him. But no. Lamont Roach was thicker than Tonka Truck. He should stay at 135 and campaign at 135. He can give niggas at 135 that work. The way he looked. Now, Lamont Roach did some good boxer punching in there. He did not do a lot of boxing, in my opinion. He was the aggressor. He was walking Tonka Truck down. He was punching. He was punching with the puncher and banging with the banger with a 40% knockout ratio. Tonka Truck has a 93% knockout ratio. Lamont Roach has a 40%. He is a 130 pounder. And he was able to outbang Tonka Truck Davis. He outbanged Tonka Truck Davis, and he is a 130 pounder fighting at 135 against a man that was at 135 for the last 10 fights or 12 fights. How many fights? Hey, how many fights did Tonka Truck Davis have at 135, y'all? Rev Steve Willis did a horrible job. He did a horrible job, exactly. Oh, he's one of your favorite refs? Listen, he did not do a good job last night. He sucked. He sucked ass. And congratulations to Gary Russell as well. Gary Antoine Russell. Congratulations to him. I didn't see that fight yet, but I heard he won. Like I said, I fell asleep early. I need to watch that one. I focused on watching that Lamont Roach Tonka Truck Davis fight this morning. What? Just you should Kelly down? I don't know what that means. But I gotta tell y'all, man. Lamont Roach looked good, man. He was able to cut Tonka Truck off. You know what I'm saying? Like his ring generalship was great. Lamont Roach had this nigga in the corner on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? Tonka Truck could not bring him back to the center of the ring. it was good. Like the way Lamont Roach had Tonka Truck on his bicycle and was still able to close the distance and get that work and go and stand in the pocket with Tonka and just put the work on. Yes, Tank is yeah. If you walk him down, I don't know what was going on. Like Tonka Truck could not handle him. Like he was horrible on the back foot. He could not make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like if Lamont Roach looked good, man, I think unfortunately they robbed him. And then Tonka Truck said he would not give him an immediate rematch. But he also would not say who he was going to fight next. He also would not say who was going to fight next. And it's probably because he's embarrassed and he doesn't want to act like he's calling somebody out, as you should not. You should give Lamont Roach an immediate rematch. If you ain't trying to get that back, then you a sucker MC. I don't want to hear shit from no Tonka Truck Davis, baby gobbler, about Devin Haney. You can't say shit about Devin ever again in your motherfucking life. I don't care if Lamont Roach pops dirty for PEDs. I don't care. You ain't got shit to say. If Tonka Truck, hey, look, if Lamont Roach popped dirty for PEDs, well then Tonka Truck Davis should have just used his skills to overcome that. There's no excuse for it, right? That's what we keep hearing. Yeah, no. Tonka Truck skills should overcome the PEDs. If Lamont Roach gets pops dirty, I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing. I don't want to hear shit from any Tonka Truck Davis baby gobbler, including knockoff Pity Pat 69 TV. Knockoff Pity Pat. Listen, hey, if you ain't just listen, everybody out there doing damage control, trying to blame it on the corner man, trying to blame it on Hunter, right? No, it was not him. Listen, Calvin Ford is still out there. You know what I'm saying? You cannot blame it on the trainer. You cannot blame it on the corner man. Tonka Truck made all these decisions himself. He chose his head coach. He chose his corner people. That was all on him. He just was not good. You're not good. Tonka Truck is not good. He couldn't set those traps. He couldn't get that one punch knockout or that 3-punch knockout. He could not back up Lamont Roach. He could not get him in a corner. He cannot get him on the ropes like he did against Frank Martin. Lamont Roach is better than Frank Martin. He looked better than Frank Martin. I'm sad to say it. I'm not sad to say it. It's real talk. But the triangle theories is not going to work. I think Lamont Roach, if he does not get an immediate rematch against Tonka Truck Davis, which is looking like Tonka Truck is not trying to have happen, then he should fight Keyshawn next, or he should fight Frank Martin. He should, you know what I'm saying? Stay at 135, Lamont Roach. That's what I would say. He needs to campaign at 135. I think he would do good against some of those guys. And on top of that, listen, based on what I saw last night, based on this morning, Keyshawn Davis beats Tonka Truck. Shakur Stevenson beats Tonka Truck. Yeah. Lomachenko beats Tonka Truck. All those guys, all the top guys at 135, whoops Tonka Truck's ass, and that's why he does not want to fight them. Yeah. I mean, he tried to make the fight happen with Loma. You know what I'm saying? He tried to make it, I don't know what's going on. Steve Espinosa said that they never sent Shakur Stevenson a contract. He said that they had very preliminary talks with Shakur Stevenson. Who knows, man? Maybe it wasn't enough money for Shakur. Shakur Espinosa said that Shakur wanted a multi-fight deal, wouldn't accept a one-fight deal. Whatever happened there, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. The bottom line is, Tonka Truck can't see nobody at 135, bro. At the top, he can't face those top guys. I want to see it though. I want to see what he does against Keyshawn Davis. I want to see what he does against Shakur Stevenson. I want to see what he does against Lomachenko. I want to see what he does against Padley. Real talk. I want to see a full camp with Padley. Give Padley a full camp and let him fight Tonka Truck. Yeah, I'm bringing it all the way down there. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell y'all, Padley did not look bad against Shakur Stevenson. Padley did not look bad against Shakur. For a guy who just got off the job, I'm an electrician as well. You know what I'm saying? We both electricians. I know how that can be. Hey, Padley might do well against Tonka Truck Davis. Don't sleep on him. Give Padley a good full camp, and he might put that work on Tonka Truck. Because Padley has heart. De Los Santos, exactly. I think, yeah, he probably would have. Listen, all those guys, Tonka Truck has to prove himself again. Tonka Truck has to prove that he can stand in the pocket and stand in ring with those guys. Padley, even Kambosos. Hell, what can he do against Kambosos? Because these guys, listen, here's the difference maker. Here's what sets these guys apart from a Frank Martin, from a Hector Garcia, from a Ryan Garcia, right? For the difference with Frank Martin is experience. I'm not going to say Frank Martin didn't have the heart, but he didn't have the experience to have the heart. You know what I'm saying? And the confidence. I think Frank Martin reacted too much to Tonka Truck. You know what I'm saying? I think he lost a little confidence, right? I think his inexperience got to him. Ryan Garcia did not have the heart to stay there and continue with Tonka Truck. He quit. Hector Garcia didn't have the heart, didn't have the confidence. The difference maker is skills and heart. Skills, experience, and heart. Lamont Roach showed that he had zero fear of Tonka Truck Davis, of his power. He did not fear his power. He did not fear his punch placement, none of that. His counter punching ability. Lamont Roach did not fear any of that. When Tonka Truck landed, he was able to take some steam off of those punches. You know what I'm saying? By turning with it and all that shit. He could have did a better job at keeping his head off the center line, but he did. He started to do that. He started to take his head off the center line and made Tonka Truck miss quite a bit. Made him miss quite a bit. He was out of range quite a bit. So Kambosos has heart, right? De Los Santos can show heart. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn can show heart. I don't know about Shakur, but maybe now he will have a little more confidence after seeing what happened last night. I think that Tonka Truck needs to face. Listen, I don't know, man. I don't think he's gonna do it. I don't think he's gonna do it. If he's not gonna rematch Lamont Roach, why would he fight Keyshawn Davis? Why would he fight Shakur Stevenson? Why would he face those guys if he's not going to rematch Lamont Roach? He gets to retain his belt. But, I mean, what he's going to do? He's going to fight his mandatory? His mandatory is Schofield. It's going to be Schofield. J-Man was... So, is he going to fight his mandatory? Is he going to fight Floyd Schofield? Hell, Floyd Schofield might knock his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Who is he going to face? Is he going to go fight a squirrel? Is he going to fight a honey badger? I don't know, man. Honey badgers are pretty tough. Honey badgers are pretty tough. He might fight a kangaroo. Kangaroos, kangaroo, a honey badger, a squirrel, a gerbil. He might want to fight one of those guys. I don't know. But he did not look good last night. He could not intimidate Lamont Roach last night. See, that's what the difference maker is. Tonka Truck tries to get in your head, strike fear in you, and he uses that against you. If you are able to overcome that and say, man, fuck this guy, man. This guy's a human being. That's what Lamont Roach did. He was not afraid of him. So I suggest Tonka Truck, man, you go find you a squirrel, go find a gerbil, maybe a flying squirrel. Challenge yourself a little bit. A flying squirrel. Those guys, they can hop around, they can fly, they can glide, you know what I'm saying, around the ring. You know what I'm saying? Just put you on your toes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe a snake. I don't know, They don't have very many weapons, but they're very fast. So that might be a good challenge for him. He might want to fight, I don't know, a wallaby? Maybe a wallaby. A wallaby would be a good challenge. I'd like to see a wallaby. Any marsupial. I would like to see Tonka Truck go up against any marsupial. You know what I'm saying? Maybe have a little, maybe a kangaroo with this, what they call a baby kangaroo? A Jimmy? A kangaroo with a Jimmy or whatever the fuck? Yeah. Maybe an ostrich. Ostriches got those claws, so you'd have to declaw the ostrich. But that kick is fierce. So he might want to go up against an ostrich. Any Australian animal, those are the tough ones. You know what I'm saying? And don't sleep on a gerbil. Don't sleep on them gerbils, man. Don't sleep on them. They'll bite the shit out of you. Tonka Truck wants to bite. You know what I'm saying? Tonka Truck trying to get the bite in there. You know what I mean? He wanna bite with a motherfucker. What an embarrassment, y'all. If I was a Tonka Truck Davis fan, I'd be highly embarrassed. If I had a Tonka Truck Davis YouTube channel, like Knockoff Pity Pat, I would never want to go live again. If I'm the taco hat wearing, well, he's not, he gobbles quite a few babies. So, he still has people that he can gobble on. Child. So, he has some folks that he still has some people he can ride the coattails of. But those Tonka Truck Davis focused channels that go around shitting on people that want to see Tonka Truck Davis challenged, that questions Tonka Truck Davis heart, that challenges his will to challenge himself. Those guys that go around starting shit with people, yeah, I'd be embarrassed if I were them. But of course they're not going to be. They're going to continue to make excuses. They're going to fake shit on Tonka Truck only to turn around 2 days later and start doing the damage control. Listen, Tonka Truck did not look good, man. He did not look good. It was not a draw. And if you believe it's a draw, then if you believe that draw was legit, I'm questioning your integrity as a boxing analyst. I wouldn't even consider myself to be a boxing analyst because, there's a lot of time and effort and research you got to put into that. But I do know how to score a fight, and I do know I do know boxing. And I know that Tonka Truck got outclassed, outpunched, outboxed, out-aggressed last night. These are the bottom lines. That's it. Point blank in the period. QT says he's glad this happened. This exposing, it is extremely necessary. It's very embarrassing. And listen, I don't care. I could give a hot fuck about Tonka Truck Davis because he's a coon and, he's a drug cheat embracer. So I have zero empathy and zero qualms about going in on Tonka Truck Davis. I could give a hot fuck. But right now, when I'm talking about, it's strictly about the boxing. Strictly about the boxing, not what he does outside of the sport. I'm just saying, I don't care that he lost. I'm glad he lost. But he did lose, objectively. Objectively speaking, he lost. Even with all the bullshit he tried to pull. The shoulder checks, the whining to the ref, taking the knee and getting the break illegally, right? Lamont Roach should actually challenge this fight. He should challenge it. And if the individuals that look at the challenge, if they have any integrity and any legitimacy themselves, they will score that round in the 9th round where Tonka Truck took a knee as a 10-8, which would give the victory to Lamont Roach. And that would be the right thing to do. Because if it was a draw, you got to give that to Tonka Truck. It would have every judge give one more point at least to Lamont Roach, and that would give him the victory by majority of decision. Period. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is a good thing that has happened. OT says, didn't they use the replay to verify the knockdown between Ortiz and Boachuk? No, they didn't do that here. But yeah, I believe they did. Yeah, and they still can. Like, Lamont Roach can challenge and appeal this decision. He can appeal it based on that knockdown, which was a clear knockdown. You cannot take a knee because you feel like it. You cannot initiate a pause or a timeout. You can't do that by you take a knee. That's it. It's a knockdown, right? It's this period. That's bottom line to it. For whatever reason, you took a knee. That is a knockdown. You didn't slip. You know what I mean? It wasn't a slip or anything like that. You weren't pushed down. You took a knee. Point blank in the period. And I love how the commentators tried to cancel it out because Tonka Truck pushed Lamont Roach down, which caused him to take a knee. I love how they tried to cancel it out. No, that's not how that works. No. If you push an opponent down and they end up taking a knee, that is not a knockdown. No, if you get punched on and you walk back and take a knee of your own volition, that is not, you have to rule that a knockdown, right? Which is what the referee was going to do. He told Tonka Truck, oh, if you take a knee like that, it looks like a knockdown. Well, it is a knockdown because he took a knee. It's not just that it looks like a knockdown, it is one. You can't take a knee and then go to your corner. No, man, it's some bullshit, bro. He got robbed like a motherfucker. But we'll see what happens. But what I do know happened is Tonka Truck lost. In my opinion, 9 rounds to 3. He lost 10, 11, and 12. I think, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Because 9 was the knockdown. I gave, in honesty, I gave the round 8. I called that a draw. I thought that was an even round. The round before that and the round before that, Tonka Truck won those rounds. So 7 and 8, or no, 6, 7, and 8, to me were the possible rounds that Tonka Truck won in my opinion. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Round 6, Tonka Truck started to turn it up, started landing more combinations, started to speed it up a little bit. 7th, again, he outlanded, you know what I'm saying, Lamont Roach, you know what I'm saying? But Lamont Roach took those rounds off. Round 8, I had that as a draw. But rounds 1 through 5, those all went to Lamont Roach, to me. Those all went to Lamont Roach. 10, 11, 12 went to Lamont Roach. So rounds 1 through 5, you know, those are 5 rounds. And then 10, 11, 12, those are 8 rounds. And so, you know, yeah, 8 rounds to 4. Wait, 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9 through 12. My bad. 9 through 12. Yeah, so 1 through 5 and 9 through 12, I gave to Lamont Roach. And round 9 was a clear 10-8 round. Clear. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And to me, he clearly won rounds 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. 1 through 5. You know, those were slow rounds, but the bottom line is Lamont Roach was the aggressor. He had the ring generalship, and he outlanded Tonka Truck Davis in those first 5 rounds. Period. That's how it went. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes on from here. We'll see if Tonka Truck rides off into the sunset with Bill, or whatever the fuck his name is, the guy that runs the PBC. I forgot his name. Y'all know I be fucking names up. Y'all know I be forgetting names. Where are the white girls? You won't see that. Not nowhere near me. I prefer chocolate. That's just my personal preference. I prefer chocolate. I like the chocolate ladies. I like the chocolate ladies. I like, you know, the brown skin ladies. If you light skin, you got to be you got to be super fine. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, that's what I had. First 5 rounds, Lamont Roach, 6, 7, 8. 8 probably, you know, a possible round 8 for Tonka Truck. 9, 10, 11, 12, Lamont Roach, 9 rounds to 3. That's how I had it. You know? And then I think those 3 rounds was when Tonka Truck was shoulder checking and biting. So, I mean, you can give those rounds to Lamont Roach too and give Tonka Truck 1 round. You know what I mean? But I'd have to look at it again and see which rounds he shoulder checked and bit Lamont Roach in, or tried to bite Lamont Roach in. Just this, and then all that clinching, all that holding, man. Come on, man. Where was the clinch counter? Right? Why can't we see how many? This guy held so many times. Held Lamont Roach so many times. It's crazy. But that's how I had it, y'all. That's how I had it. You know, Tonka Truck had to get the eyelashes out of his eyes and the hair grease. He had eyelashes in one eye and hair grease in the other. But they're not going to tell y'all that. They're just going to tell y'all about the hair grease. But, you know, you can blame it on the corner. You can blame it on him not knowing what round it was, all that silly shit. Man, get the fuck out of here with that. Well, I didn't know what round it was. I thought it was round 8 when it was round 12. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. See, you not knowing what round it was wouldn't matter if you were actually doing something. If you were doing something, you wouldn't be worried about what round it is. Because you know that every round you fight in, you winning. If you knew you were winning, it wouldn't matter what round it was, or if you forgot what round it was. You would know. All I know is I'm whooping his ass, right? If not knowing what round it was mattered, that means you're getting your ass whooped. That means you know you lost. If you have to use that as an excuse. Listen, y'all don't be trying to blame Barry Hunter. Nope, don't blame him. Nope. We're not blaming him. We're blaming. This is all Tank made all these Tonka Truck made all these decisions. He brought all of this shit on himself. He underestimated Lamont Roach like many of us did. I underestimated Lamont Roach. I did. especially based on that Jamel Herring fight. You know what I'm saying? Like many people. But I'm gonna give Lamont Roach his flowers. He did a great job, and he looks like a threat, a legitimate threat at 135. Either he's a legitimate threat at 135, or Tonka Truck Davis is prolapsed ass at 135. Either Lamont Roach is a legitimate threat at 135, or Tonka Truck Davis is prolapsed ass at 135. And that is not an either or fallacy. This is based on the facts. This is based on Tonka Truck's resume at 135, and this is based on Lamont Roach's performance against Tonka Truck Davis at 135. Either he's prolapsed ass at 135, or Lamont Roach is a legitimate threat. If Lamont Roach is not a legitimate threat at 135, Tonka Truck Davis is prolapsed ass, and he is not a legitimate threat at 135. You know what I'm saying? Based on styles. Based on styles. Based on the style matchup. Keyshawn Davis could use the same game plan as Lamont Roach and probably knock his ass out. Shakur can use a similar style. Of course, he'd be more defensive, be less of an aggressor. But put that confidence on him, hey, you might have something there. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get on off of here. I'll let y'all later. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you for hitting that like button. If you ain't hit the like button yet, please hit the like button. I'm gonna come back at y'all a little bit later about this Ozempic shit, man. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about this Ozempic. We gotta talk about that. But that's gonna be in a little bit. I gotta pull over at a gas station and take a hot piss, and then I'll get back on it. Anyway, y'all, thank you for coming through. Much love. Like, share, subscribe, and we're gonna keep marching forward toward freedom and truth. Peace.